Yo, so we all know about Pluto, the dwarf planet that was once considered a regular full-on planet. But what if I told you there's another four dwarf planets that you just don't know about? So there's one called Eris, which is Pluto's biggest op. Let me explain. So Eris is only 2% smaller than Pluto and 25% more massive. That's because Pluto's average density is roughly 1.86 grams per cubic centimeter, and Eris's average density is 2.52 grams per cubic centimeter. So that made astronomers realize they either had to call both planets or just redefine the criteria for what a planet is. Eris is located in the Kuiper Belt, which is beyond Neptune. Not too sure where, but it's beyond Neptune somewhere. For the next one, we have Haumea, which is also in the Kuiper Belt beyond Neptune. This one spins so fast, it's shaped like an American football. Not sure how it started spinning that fast, but it's spinning pretty fast. Haumea is about the same size as Pluto's moon Charon, or Sharon, I'm not too sure how you say it, but it's about the same size as the moon of another dwarf planet. So that goes to show how small it is. It's really small. But it has a ring. Yeah, a ring. Like the gas giants, Jupiter, Saturn, Neptune, like Uranus. So basically, rings are really, really rare for anything that's not a gas giant, from what we know. So for basically an asteroid to have one is very unheard of. So I find that really interesting. Moving on, this one's called Makemake. It's one of the brightest objects in the Kuiper Belt I mentioned earlier. It has a moon called MK2, and it's only about 100 miles or 160 kilometers wide, which for my Canadians is about the distance between Ottawa and Montreal. This thing has no atmosphere for the most part. It has an atmosphere when it's closer to the sun, but when it's further from the sun, the atmosphere freezes, sits down on the surface of the planet, and when it comes back, it's almost like a fog, like a ghost like atmosphere. This one's also one of Pluto's ops because it was discovered in 2005 and they didn't really know what to call it. Like dwarf planets wasn't really a term they used, but it wasn't as big of an op as Eris would have been because Eris is, closer in size. Makemake is quite small, but it helped them try to think about criteria of what a planet should be, right? Because they can't just call everything an asteroid. So it kind of contributed to the reason Pluto got canceled, but not really. And last but not least, we have Ceres, which is my personal favorite, or the OG Pluto. So the same thing that happened to Pluto happened to this thing. It was originally considered a planet when it was discovered by this guy Giuseppe Piazzi back in 1801, but they determined it was too small, so they called it an asteroid. It's not that small. It actually holds about a third of all the weight in the asteroid belt. So it was reconsidered back in 2006 along with Pluto and Eris and the gang to be considered a dwarf planet amongst them. NASA also sent a spacecraft over there to take high resolution pictures and discovered signs of cryovolcanism, aka ice volcanoes. Ice volcanoes. I had no idea those existed, so yeah, safe to say this one's my favorite. But that's gonna do it, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Please let me know if you learned anything today. I certainly did. I corrected myself on a few of these facts that I thought I knew. I thought there was only three dwarf planets, including Pluto, and I discovered two more today. So making this video actually helped me learn some stuff. I'm a very big space geek, so I'll try to start posting some space content for y'all and some other random shit. So please hit the like button, subscribe. Please do it.